What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. And for this video, I wanted to do one of the requests that I got from you guys in the comment section in regards to my Apocalypse. For this one, we're going to be taking him into ABX on the Combat Supervillain Day. I'm going to be showing you guys how my Apocalypse performed. Now, I got to be honest with you guys, even though Apocalypse is the best possible character for this day and he can get you pretty damn high, I'm really bad at keeping the proc on the right skill, which I'll talk about in a second, and evading the meteors with him at the same time, simply because whenever you use Apocalypse, you're gonna have your summons out, and your summons make these little blue circles on the ground, and for me it's pretty hard to see where the meteor is gonna fall when I have the summons out. So I generally get hit by the meteors, and that kind of affects my score. Maybe it's just because I'm blind, I don't know. Maybe it's just because I'm slow with the timing, I don't know, but I'm just really bad at getting a top tier score with him. However, he can definitely get the score if you are a really good player. Okay, if you're someone like me and you've used the likes of Scourge or Carnage or maybe even Sandman, and then you upgrade to Apocalypse, believe me when I say it will be the most stress-free experience you ever have, because Apocalypse is amazing. He will not die on you, and it's very hard to get silenced because of the fact that you have the summons out and you have iframes and damage block. However, even if you do manage to get yourself silenced because you're sloppy like me, he will heal and he will just stay alive and he will not die on you. So that is a great thing about Apocalypse when it comes to ABX. Very hard to get rid of this guy. So if you're debating, even slightly debating whether or not you should build him, definitely do it. He will make your experience on this day significantly easier because of the fact that he will not die and it's very hard for him to get silenced. This is something that really used to drive me crazy when I was using my Carnage, always getting silenced. That will actually be a really big deal for you. If you don't want to get silenced, Apocalypse is the guy for you. I know I'm stressing this point right here, but it's something that I see a lot of people complain about, and it's something that used to drive me crazy and make me hate this day, because I would get silenced and I would run around aimlessly getting silenced over and over and over again, and it really drastically affects your score. Okay, so with that said, let's go ahead and take a look at the build, and then we can talk about the skill rotation and all that good stuff. So as you can see right here, I have 117 for attack speed, 62% for critical rate, 193 for critical damage, 45% for ignore defense, 73% for ignore dodge, and 50% for reduced cooldown duration. So overall, pretty good stats on my Apocalypse. Nothing top tier, but it's definitely good enough to get you a respectable score on this day. And as for the gears on Apocalypse, this is what is currently looking right now. Everything is at 20, and he has Urus on every single slot. The first two slots right here, he has 2 energy attack, 2 critical damage, and 1 critical rate. All 5 slots are amplified. Then we got the last 2 right here. They're currently running 2 energy attack and 2 critical rate. Now, when it comes to a skill rotation with Apocalypse, this is what you want your skill rotation to look like. You want to go 5, then you want to go into 4, then immediately cancel the 4 into the 3, cancel the 3 into the 2, and then you want to go into the 1. This is where you want to make sure that the attack proc on your obelisk land. I know it's very tempting to start with the 3 because you see that attack buff, or to go 5 and then go 3, but believe me when I say, in most cases, the Frost Beast is going to try to jump you and he's going to try to silence you. So put the damage immunity up first and then get yourself the attack buff. Okay, so you want to go 5, then go 4, cancel 3, cancel 2, cancel 1, and the attack proc should land here. And then after that, you can use the 2 a second time, simply because of the fact that it has a really low cooldown, if you have max skill cooldown, that is. And then after that, you want to kite away from the Frost Beast a little bit and then repeat that rotation. So once again, you want to go 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 2. That's the rotation. However, because of the radius on the 4 and the 3, sometimes if you're not close enough, you won't be able to skill cancel. So you want to stay pretty close to the Frost Beast, not close enough where he actually starts to target you instead of the minions that you summon with the 5, but close enough that you can actually cancel out of the 4 and the 3 effectively. Okay, keep that in mind. When it comes to the ISO set, I'm currently running Overdrive, and this is one of the best ISO sets for him offensively. And as you can see, we have a couple of the ISOs that are awakened. I'm currently running a CTP of Energy, and this is one of the 2 CTPs that are the best for Apocalypse. You can give him this, or you can give him a CTP of Destruction. Completely up to you. Now, when it comes to my cards, which I see people asking me about quite often, you guys can see for yourself, this is what my cards are currently looking like. I know they've been looking like this for a very long time. It's been a very slow process. I've been getting cards and I've been farming like crazy. However, the rows are just not lining up to what I want them to be. So instead of touching this set and messing it up, I decided I'm just gonna keep the cards that I currently have, and this is what the bonuses look like. So definitely not top tier bonus, because some of the people who you're seeing getting extremely high scores, they have like 80-90% in terms of overall stats. Like for me, I have what, 35% physical attack and 36% energy attack. That is very low when you're looking at other people who have like 80-90%. Okay, keep that in mind. So my cards is definitely nothing top tier. So if I can do what I'm doing in this game, you can definitely do it too. All of these cards are free to play, and I've had them for a very, very long time. I currently have these cards right here sitting in my roster. I have this one, which I'm trying to re-roll like crazy because I'm trying to get energy attack right here, and I'm trying to get all attack, and I'm trying to land at a quality 5. It's been very painful process trying to roll this one. Sad because it's a premium card, so I thought it would be pretty easy to roll for, especially since my Thor card, well, it's a Loki card, but it has Thor on it. But you know what I mean. This one right here actually got pretty good stats, and I've been really amped about putting it on. I just don't want to upset the balance of my card set just yet without putting on multiple cards to kind of balance out everything at the exact same time. So that's kind of why I'm holding on to such a good card in my roster, because I'm very calculative when I play with my cards, because I always say it, guys, your cards are the foundation of your roster. You don't want to be making silly mistakes like removing cards before you have a chance to replace them and balance everything out accordingly, because then your entire set and all of the characters in your rosters will essentially be in limbo. Okay, I also have this card, which is something I'm trying to re-roll to get skill cooldown. I'm also trying to get energy attack here, and I'm trying to get all attack here. So this is gonna be one of the cards that I put on. It's a very good card. I know you guys are always asking me what my cards are. These are the cards that I actually have in the background that I'm working on, and I'm actually going to be putting on this card at some point. As you can see, it has damn near perfect stats. However, it doesn't have skill cooldown, but since it's a quality 6 card, I have no intentions of re-rolling this. I've had this for a very long time, almost a year now, and I still can't put it on simply because I want to make sure that the skill cooldown that I'm going to be losing from this card is made up from one of the other cards that I'm putting on as well. Okay, so for me, guys, when it comes to changing my cards and playing with my card set, that is something that I take very seriously. However, it is not impeding my progress in this game. I'm still doing very well. Not top tier, but I'm doing good enough to the point where I can actually still enjoy the game. So no need for me to rush, no need for me to spend thousands of crystal trying to speed up this process, because I know people who have spent way more than me and they still have worse stats. So that's really all I have to say. Let's go ahead and jump into ABX right here, and I'll show you guys some gameplay of my Apocalypse. And there you have it, guys. I just put up 448,000 points with my Apocalypse. This is nowhere near close to being a top tier score with my Apocalypse, as good as he's built. However, I am very bad at dodging meteors and timing the proc properly when it comes to ABX with my characters. So if you had a similar build to this, you could potentially be getting yourself maybe 600,000. And that's all I have to share for this one, guys. Like always, thank you guys so much for watching. Hope it was informative, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace and love.